You're tuned in to the Brand Ambassador Select Podcast.
Welcome back to the Brand Ambassador Select Podcast, where we are showcasing the coolest brands and gifts while featuring movers and makers. I'm your host, Lenore, and by this episode, 100 and something, right? I have not been shy about how terrible I am at ironing. This is like probably the fifth time I've said that I can't do laundry. So I am thrilled to introduce you to the product that's going to allow you to have wrinkle-free clothing and say goodbye to that iron. Now, this is Tom and Sheri's Iron in a Bottle. This is the travel size version that I have in front of me right now. It's the fastest anti-wrinkle spray on the market. Their CEO and co-founder, Heather Wilson, as well as Director of Communications, Lindsey Grubbs, joins us on this episode to demonstrate how this product will change your life. Heather and Lindsey, welcome to the Brand Ambassador Select Podcast.
Thank you.
So let me tell you, I am terrible at ironing, right? So I'm so excited to hear about the Tom and Sheri's Iron in a Bottle. I have a white shirt behind me as well, but this sounds way too good to be true. Like, you're going to tell me that this one spray I can throw away my iron and never have wrinkles again? There's a part of me that doesn't believe you.
It sounds too good to be true, but it really isn't.
So how does this product work?
So basically it has an ingredient, plant-based surfactant, which we liken to a hair conditioner. So it kind of relaxes the fibers of your clothes the same way that a conditioner would your hair. But it's really easy. It's just 3 easy steps. You spray it on the garment, you shake the wrinkles out of the garment, which Heather will demonstrate in a bit, and then you just smooth it with your hand. But there's no real perfect way to apply it, just a perfect all natural formula.
Does it smell weird? Does it smell like I have the spray in front of me? So I'm going to.
Yeah, you tell us.
It smells like laundry.
There you go.
Is it supposed to smell like anything other than like laundry?
It's a light linen scent. It's
a
light linen scent. And people tend to think it smells like home. Does that bring back any fun memories for you?
Hold on. I'm going to clear my nostrils again. And then we're going to go back. I mean, my laundry room. If that smells like home, then that's what it is.
That's the goal.
And a clean bathroom. That's what it would smell like. My laundry room and a clean bathroom after, you actually fix everything, clean the toilets, the showers, and then you're doing the laundry because everything is obviously done all together sometimes.
Yeah.
Now, is there any specific products of clothing or materials that this Iron in a Bottle will not work on?
We do say to exercise caution with any fabrics that have a tendency to water spot. So that's mostly just, like silks or anything like that. But oftentimes people find if they spot test a little area beforehand that they're pleasantly surprised it does even work on some of those more, delicate fabrics. But we just say exercise caution and maybe do a spot test before.
Yeah, because I've been buying, I don't even know if it's silk or satin, maybe fake silk, fake satin. I have no idea what I've been buying lately. But it's one of those materials that I'm way too afraid to iron. And then even when I go with the steamer sometimes, I'm just not as successful as I probably should be.
Yeah, we feel, that is a common problem.
Now with the combination, do I only need this? I don't need anything else, as in, should I steam before I use this? Do I even need a steamer? Am I throwing my steamer away too with the Iron in a Bottle?
We say you can. What would you say, Heather?
3 simple steps. I know it sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? I mean, what I will say is very helpful is to have a hanger. So if you've got a hanger in your closet to hang whatever item of clothing, that helps with the process. But yeah, no steamer, no iron, no ironing board, no excessive hot water turned on in the background to steam it.
Hanging it in the shower.
Okay, so Heather, I'm ready to try.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so I'm gonna do it at the same time as you.
Okay, I'm gonna have you walk me through it. So I got a button-down shirt. This is, I don't know what material this is. It is, I don't know. Doesn't tell me.
Maybe some sort of cotton blend.
Yeah, maybe. Beats me. No clue. Doesn't say on the tag. But I'm gonna try it out with this, and hopefully we are good to go. This is real testing demos today.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I will say there's a slightly different technique with the 3-ounce travel bottle than there is with the 16 or the 32-ounce trigger sprayer bottles, but works all the same. So you're going to hold up your garment like you've got it on a hanger there, and you're going to spray the wrinkled area
My wrinkled area is the entire shirt.
Right. It's pretty wrinkled.
For the whole shirt.
I mean, so basically to Lindsay's point, it's like a hair conditioner. So it's going to smooth out the wrinkles anywhere you apply it. So you want to apply it over every wrinkle. And then once you've done that, you're going to whip it out like so.
Okay.
You're still spraying. Whip it out.
You can hear the whips.
There you go.
Just take your hand and run from top to bottom down the garment and smooth it out and just smooth those wrinkles. Let gravity work for you. And
I'm definitely going to need more spray on this shirt.
Yeah, you can keep spraying.
I can.
Especially
so
if it's wrinkled all over.
All of the wrinkles are completely covered. Can you see?
I'm gonna focus on one side first.
There you go.
I can definitely see they 100% like evened out on this side.
Yeah.
Of course, that's not what the camera's showing, but like it looks better in my eyes. Okay, let me shake it again.
Get aggressive with it, Lenore.
What?
Absolutely.
The good shake.
Really give it a good shake. There you go.
Like the old days when I'm outside, putting them on the clothes hanger.
Yeah.
That's what we call the Sheri shake.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Now I'm making all this sound in here. Thanks, Heather. Thanks, Lindsay. Oh, look. It definitely
already looking better.
Yeah, it's already looking better because this was way wrinkled. Like OD wrinkled. And then I just keep going down with my hand, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So smooth it down. And so we'd recommend you let it dry before wearing.
Okay.
But as soon as it's dry, you're good to go. So you can kind of do that before you start getting ready in the morning and go about the rest of your routine and then come back to the item and it should be dry and you're good to go.
I don't know if you have used this technique, but I just tried it. Like my hand inside and outside, both ways, and trying to like flat it. Is that helpful?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
exactly. That's why we say there's no one perfect technique.
Mm-hmm.
Some things work for some people. Some people actually notice they don't even have to shake and kind of use their hand as the iron. So it's all about whatever floats your boat.
I feel like that's just material based too. I think
Totally.
Yeah, it's material based, depending on the type of fabric that you are using or that
Right.
you're trying to wear. Because as you can see in my white shirt, and that's why I brought white, so you can kind of see the difference. It's definitely cleaner up here or smoother up here than it is because this is where I sprayed most of it.
Right. Exactly. Got to get that perfect all natural formula on the whole shirt.
Heck yes. Literally going to save my life in so many different ways. Now, how did iron in a bottle get started? Like, where did you guys have ironing problems? Do you just like not want to do laundry like me? Like, where does it come from?
We just always despised ironing, I would say. But my co-founder, Austin, went on a trip to Europe in 2017 with some buddies. And he just took along this secret family formula that he'd been using his whole life. He didn't think anything of it. And these buddies that he was with just were amazed and thought it was like a magic spray. And so he came back and he had this light bulb moment of like, oh my gosh, I have to share the goodness with the world. And so the spray he'd always been using since high school was one that his mom had created in the laundry room. And so he thought, okay, I'll take that formula and I'll step it up a notch and make it green and eco-friendly and no chemicals, no additives. So that's how Tom and Sheri's came to be.
This is so awesome. The fact that it's the secret recipe, I'm glad that he decided to share it.
Yes.
Right?
Like,
Daily.
grateful.
Secret
Thanks.
Iron-free recipe.
Now, I do have a travel size in front of me. I noticed like you do have I think I have the biggest one here, and then you have a medium sized in front of you, right?
Yeah. So we've got a 3 ounce, a 16 ounce, and a 32 ounce option.
What do you think is not lifespan, because I don't mean shelf span, but maybe lifespan. Like how long do you think that one, let's go with the big one. How long do you think that my big 32 ounce would last me and my spraying abilities?
Well, I would say it depends on how many kids or people in your household you're working with.
Just me, only me.
Yeah, it's just me too. So that thing has lasted. I still have my very first 32 ounce bottle that I purchased and I use it like daily and it's lasted me quite a while. So you're going to be good with that. And I do have a couple of sprays that are the 3-ounce version, in my car and my bag. But yeah, that 32 ounce has a nice long lifespan.
Heather, how long's yours been lasting?
So I use it on everything from clothing to tablecloths to linen, pillowcases, all sorts of fabrics. So, I mean, the 32 ounce is a great laundry room size. The 16 ounce I'll take when I'm going on a trip that I check a bag. And then I'll take multiples of the 3-ounce bottles. But I would say it depends as far as garments go. We've tested it, and on most female garments, you can probably get away with about 2/3 the amount of sprays as most male garments. And so if it's just a single female, then it may last you a lot longer, 1/3 of the time longer than a man. But yeah, just depends on how, your technique and how often you're.
Now, we did touch about the different fabrics, and I just thought, because I hate ironing jeans too. Does this work on a denim?
It does. And denim is actually one of the ones that I don't put on a hanger, which I use a hanger for almost everything. But denim I'll lay out on the bed or whatever flat surface I've got, and then I'll spray it side by side. And then I'll just use my hands like you did as much as I can, as almost like a hot iron, with your hand, kind of using that same motion and going over it.
I do have the 32 ounce in front of me that has a lid. The travel one is fine because I obviously can bring the cap. Now, my question is for the 16 ounce that you have in front of you, Heather, does this come with the lid too? Because I know you said that you could check a bag with it. And I do have the spray adapter to put on the top.
Yes. So both the 16 and the 32 ounce for kind of safety purposes come with the heat sealed cap. And then they come with the sprayer. They use the same sprayer, but they come with a sprayer inside the packaging. And then as soon as you on your first application, you're going to just remove the lid and add the sprayer and turn the nozzle. I wouldn't recommend, so there's 2 features on the nozzle. You've got the wide spray and the direct spray. And I would definitely recommend the mist, the wide spray, when you're spraying the fabrics.
Cool. I'm going to steal this. So the rest of my team is not getting this back. Let me look at my white shirt again. Yeah, I can definitely, granted, this was very wrinkled, so it needs a lot of work, but I can definitely see on how the difference is, even for the extra couple minutes that we were just chatting about the rest of the company in general. Now, for Tom and Sheris, is there a mission that you guys are trying to achieve?
Definitely. I mean, I think that obviously making it so people don't have to use their iron and ironing board anymore is a huge, huge mission for us. We just want to make it, easier for people who travel, especially as the world's starting to open back up again. Less and less hotels sometimes are offering irons, or you certainly can't take it on the road with you. Certainly can't take it on the plane with you. So convenience, just making people's lives easier and taking that tedious, cumbersome ironing out of the equation is a big mission for us. I actually as our community manager, I spoke with someone the other day who was like, oh my gosh, my husband had some horrific childhood experience getting burned with an iron. So they've been iron free. They won't even let them in their household ever since. And she's like, we just kind of got used to having wrinkled clothes and thought there was no other option. So being that option and being able to come in people's clothes, gym bags, briefcases, and help them look and feel their best is top priority for us.
Now, what makes this Tom and Sheris iron in a bottle different than other anti-wrinkle sprays?
Great question. And I'll let you hop in, Heather, but I'm super passionate about this because I do get asked that all the time, in our customer service emails and just talking with the community. There obviously are other comparable sprays, some of those big names that you hear on the market, but you would be surprised the amount of chemicals that are in those sprays. And we have complete ingredient transparency. So we're only at 5 ingredients. Everything's completely all natural, eco-friendly. There's no foreign or unpronounceable ingredients that you have to look up. It's very, good for the planet. Everything's recyclable, sustainable, and it's completely all natural. So what you put on your body inevitably gets absorbed by your skin. Same thing goes for what you put on your clothes. So you won't have to worry about, any absorption with chemicals or anything that's not completely natural.
I see plant-based.
Surfactant.
Yeah, thank you. That's why I paused. You're good. You know me well. Distilled water, natural quality control agents, and linen fragrance. That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah, that's like, okay.
Yes, you're completely ingredient transparency is huge for us and completely all natural.
What, like, how do we order it?
Miss Heather?
That's a great question. Yeah. So we have a website. It's tomandsheriesproducts.com, where you can find all of the different sizes. And then we package some of them in bundles as well. And then we also have social media accounts. We've got Instagram and Facebook, and you can find us there. It's Tom and Sheris. And Sheris is spelled differently. So it's TOMANDSHERIS. Tom and Sheris.
So you heard that there, tomandsheriesproducts.com. You can check them out on Facebook, Tom and Sheris, and on Instagram, Tom and Sheris. Heather, Lindsey, this is, I sound unprofessional when I don't know what to say, but I just don't know what to say because I'm going to have to just try this on all my clothes. Like that's what I'm going to have to say.
It's the perfect thing to say. That's what we're hoping for.
Common response.
So Heather, you helped found this. Now, Lindsey, how did you get involved?
Great question. So I came on as kind of just doing our social media, and I became so passionate about the product that I've expanded to handle all of our customer service inquiries, anything to do with communication. But my kind of baby, which I love doing, is talking to our community and getting those, partnerships going, meeting people like you guys, getting to talk about the product. But yeah, I do all of our Instagram posts and influencer marketing, affiliate marketing, all that good stuff.
And once again, you can head to tomandsheriesproducts.com. Now, I just cut you off, Heather. You have more info for us?
No, I was going to applaud Lindsey and say she's our rock star. So
right back at it.
Can you both be rock stars?
I think so. There's room on the stage.
Yeah, there's definitely more room. We can add more people to Zoom too. It's okay. We can highlight everybody. Once
You're
again,
a rock star too, Lenora.
Oh, thanks. Once again, you can grab your iron in a bottle. I do have the travel size here and the 32 ounce on the other side. And oh my gosh, heck yes. And these are refillable too. So I kind of like the fact that I can buy the 32, right? And I can just continuously refill my travel size.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Perfect. tomandsheriesproducts.com. You can check out their iron in a bottle. Heather, Lindsey, thank you so much for joining us and introducing us to an incredible product.
Thank you. This was a blast.
Now that's a wrap on another episode of the Brand Ambassador Select podcast. I'm your host, Lenore. Hit that subscribe button so you never miss one. More at brandambassadorselect.com, and we will see you next time.